Welcome back to some more battles. We are in the open Gray League today, and let's see if we can get some wins with Shadow Swampert paired with the Shadow Driploon and the Shadow Gligar. So we're going to switch out into our Driploon here versus their Marowak. We decided to shield once, and we're looking for one shield, and we are going to win that. Now we're going to see our Driploon into their Talon. We go for the Icy Wind and we end up getting the shield. Here comes another Icy Wind. They decide to double shield. And at this point, we rely on the fast move pressure to get them into the red. We anticipate them throwing a move, and it's going to be the Flame Charge. This Flame Charge boosts their attack, but we already had debuffed them quite a bit, and now we have a really fantastic situation. Shadow Swampert ended up being a core breaker for them between the Talon and the Needle Queen. All right, next, let's see what we find here. We're gonna have Shadow Swampert versus Gligar. This is okay. They swap into their Lanoon. So Lanoon is going to be shielding once, and then we are going to switch out into our Gligar. This Gligar ends up tanking the Swift, so it seems like they're just going to spam a ton of Swifts. Here we're going to fire off a Dig, and this will go through, but they are going to get to another move, and luckily we do survive that. Now we have the matchup we are okay with, as we both are staying in here. This Swampert is going to have to tank this move, and we are going to be able to reach another Hydro. This Hydro will go through, and now we see the Talon Flame lurking in the back. Talon has a shield. We have a shield, but we have an extra Pokemon in the back to potentially catch. So we are always gonna let the first one go, and then we shield. We fire off the Icy Wind. We catch something here. They do go for the fly, and now it's a race, and we do get to another Icy Wind or the KO. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the catch and the Driploon in the back. So we have a switch that we want to make to, address a little bit more of the weaknesses. So we're going to go into our Drapion here. So we are going to see the Greninja. So good thing we did switch into the Drapion, so we have a little bit more answers. We are gonna let this one go. They end up actually going for the bait, and that's a huge call because now we're gonna be able to either cap tie them or get to another move. This threatens KO or the shield, and look at that, we end up getting a shield from this Clogsire. Wow, they actually are running a very, very spicy moveset: Water Pulse and Sludge Bomb. Ooh. Ferret in the back here. We have a little bit of energy advantage. We try to catch a move, but our opponent is patient with it. They go for the Trailblaze, and they're going to have to get to another move. We have to shield and try to farm down because this Ferret could be annoying to deal with. But now our Gligar has a decent amount of energy. Let's see what they bring back in. Ends up being the Clogsire. Not sure Aerial Ace would have been enough, so we're just going to go for the Dig to guarantee the KO. They decide to let it go, and now we have to face the Greninja. Greninja able to farm us down, unfortunately. We are going to shield here. They go for the Night Slash, and we are going to be able to win with the farm down. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with our Shadow Swampert at the end. But I would say most of the damage, most of the work was from the Drapion, because we ended up getting a shield from that Clogsire and ended up being very, very costly for them. So we like the Drapion adjustment, just to give it a little bit more coverage, or like those Greninjas, 2 answers to grass types, etc. Okay, got an okay lead here, and this is another reason why we want to use Drapion for all these ghost, bulky ghost types. And this Dusclops here is going to be shielding the first one, so maybe it's an indication they're just going to double shield. Here goes the Shadow Punch, and we do tank the move. We fire off this Crunch, and they decide to let it go, and we do get the debuff, but they are going to be able to fire off the move, so we're just going to shield. And okay, they actually have another ghost type, so this Drapion is looking to putting in a tremendous amount of work. We went for the Crunch. They use their final shield. We're going to combo play into the Swampert. We deal a ton of damage. Dynamic Punch takes us out easily, and now we have to win this game with the Gligar. Shadow Gligar looking for the farm down. We do get the farm down, and now this Dedenne has to grab a shield from us. But not only that, they're gonna have to survive this dig. Our opponent ends up trying to catch the move, but we just farm it down. But our opponent is gonna get taken out with a dig because they reset the debuff. So GG's to our opponent. Drapion with this Swampert lead looking pretty good right now. Ooh, Shadow Annihilate. Of course, this is where we will want the Driplin, so we have 2 answers. But now we're just gonna play this out. We at least get a shield, and we are gonna match them because we are gonna be able to reach another Hydro. This Hydro is gonna get shielded as well. We're not gonna allow the farm down. We're gonna go into our Gligar. We shield here, potential Ice Punch, but they decide to go for the bait, but then they reset their buff. So maybe they don't have Ice Punch. We go for the dig, decent damage, and now we have to deal with this Furret. Furret goes for the Swift. We are going to be able to survive it. We fire off the Arrow Ace, take out the Furret. We're going to swap out, trying to swap out, anticipating the Annihilate. There's the Annihilate, and they actually get to a move. What moveset are they running? Okay, they did run the Ice Punch version. We're going to take them out here with an Aqua Tail. What do they have lurking? Ends up being the Diggersby. Diggersby is going to be too bulky, as we have learned in the past. And we need like 3 Aqua Tails, I believe. We are going to try to peekaboo play here, but our opponent just farms us down. And that is GG's to our opponent. So check out the team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.